Welcome to today's video. In this episode, we'll be diving into the latest updates from the United States as of October 18, 2024. The US is gearing up for one of the most intense elections in recent history, with high-stakes political battles and significant economic developments shaping the nation's future. Stay with us as we explore the key political events, economic challenges, and how they're influencing not just the US, but the entire world. Political Landscape 2024, U.S. Presidential Elections. The 2024 U.S. presidential race is heating up as Donald Trump and Kamala Harris continue their campaigns. With both candidates locking horns over critical issues like the economy, immigration, and social policies, the outcome of this election could drastically reshape the nation's future. Donald Trump, representing the Republican Party, is promising a return to the policies that fueled economic growth during his first term, focusing on tax cuts and deregulation. He's also doubling down on his hardline immigration stance, which appeals to his base. Kamala Harris, the current Democratic candidate and sitting vice president, is building her campaign on social justice reforms, healthcare access, and green energy initiatives. She is pushing for a more inclusive economy, aiming to lift middle and lower-income Americans by raising the minimum wage and offering more support to marginalized communities. The U.S. economy recession or recovery. The economic situation is a major concern for many Americans. Inflation remains a hot topic, with concerns about a looming recession if things don't stabilize soon. Rising interest rates and fluctuating stock markets have added to the anxiety, leaving many wondering what the future holds. Trump's economic plan? If Trump is re-elected, he's expected to continue his America First policies, which include significant tax breaks for corporations to stimulate growth. He also plans to boost infrastructure spending, hoping to create jobs and rebuild key sectors of the economy. Harris's economic plan. In contrast, Harris is focused on reducing inequality by pushing for tax reforms that target wealthier individuals and corporations. She's also committed to enhancing green energy projects, which could drive innovation but may require heavy government spending. International impact. How this election shapes global markets. The U.S. elections don't just affect Americans, they have profound implications for the global economy and geopolitical stability. Many foreign governments and investors are watching closely to see who will lead the world's largest economy into the future. If Trump wins, Trump's aggressive stance toward China and focus on protectionist trade policies could strain global supply chains. This may result in increased tariffs, trade wars, and disruptions in international markets. However, some argue that his approach might create opportunities for U.S. manufacturing to thrive. If Harris wins, Harris is expected to pursue a more diplomatic and cooperative approach to international relations. Her administration would likely prioritize mending strained alliances with the EU and stabilizing trade relations with key partners. This could mean a more predictable and stable global market, but might also lead to less aggressive reforms within the U.S. Critical issues to watch: immigration, climate change, and women's rights. As the election draws closer, several critical issues will play a pivotal role in swaying voters. Immigration. Trump's hardline stance on immigration includes more border control and stricter immigration laws, whereas Harris supports comprehensive immigration reform, including a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. Climate change. Harris champions green energy and reducing carbon emissions, aligning with global efforts to combat climate change. Trump, on the other hand, continues to prioritize U.S. energy independence, focusing on oil, gas, and coal production. Women's rights. With the Supreme Court's recent decisions on abortion rights, women's rights are a crucial topic. Harris is pro-choice and advocates for expanded healthcare access, while Trump supports more restrictions, which has energized parts of his base. Deep dive. How these elections could reshape the global economy. Now, let's take a deeper look at the broader implications. The 2024 U.S. elections are expected to have a ripple effect across the global economy. Markets around the world are bracing for significant shifts, as the economic policies of the next U.S. president will determine how global trade, investment flows, and international relations will unfold. If Trump is re-elected, expect increased tension between the U.S. and China. Tariffs and trade restrictions could rise, and many experts believe that this would lead to short-term market volatility. However, for domestic manufacturing, this could mean a resurgence of American-made products as global supply chains realign. A Harris victory, on the other hand, would likely lead to smoother relations with trade partners and a more diplomatic approach. International businesses may feel more comfortable expanding and investing in the U.S. market if the regulatory environment becomes more stable. Conclusion. As we've seen, the stakes for the 2024 U.S. elections couldn't be higher. Whether it's political reforms, economic strategies, or international relations, the outcome of this election will impact the U.S. and the world for years to come. Final call to action. If you found this analysis helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more in-depth political and economic insights. Your support helps us continue bringing you detailed, up-to-date content about the most important issues shaping our world.